Hello everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Zoids build and review. And this is my favourite Zoid. This is Zoids, SPIDERZOID, and I love this Zoid. Now, my brother had this. This is one of the first Zoids you could get years and years and years ago, about 1983 here in the UK. Now, from what I remember, actually, I'm going to start building it as I'm talking, because I do waffle on a hell of a lot and it must become really irritating to people, so sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so this is one of the first Zoids you could have got, and from what I remember is I think they might have been available in the shops, but also my brother, well rather my parents really used to, I don't know if you ever remember microchip, oh god, microchips used to be able to get. Obviously not microchips that you'd find on a computer, but these were chips that you could put in your microwave for 2 minutes or something like that. You would keep them in the fridge or the freezer, I can't fucking remember. And they'll come out piping hot and were pretty cool. I used to like them. But anyway, I remember Zoids being advertised on the backs of these packs of microchips. And there was 6 available, SPIDERZOID being one of them. And I believe my brother did send off for one of them off one of those packets before we ever saw them in the shops. I'm just going to put this bit on the back here, providing I don't drop it. That will keep everything together. Yeah, I'm sure my brother did send off one, and then we did start seeing them in the shops and everything like that. And they were relatively cheaply priced. About these are like, this kit was like about $1.99. Obviously, these Zoids, you don't need glue. They are just held together by these little rubber caps. I've lost my other little bit now. There is. Yeah, so obviously it's a process. You've got a little wind-up motor, and then you just build them up. And the great thing about Zoids is that, you know, if you're playing with them, you can do blast effects. You can blow bits off and pretend like they're probably being blown up, and that's what I loved about them. So yeah, so we started off with these, and then I remember like I said, I think I've said it before. We sort of saw an advert for these Zoids, and it was Zoid against Zoid. There was only blue Zoids at the time, not really called blue Zoids. It was a Zoid against Zoid. And then, I can't remember how long it was after that, we saw the advert for the red Zoids are coming, and then it just had all the red Zoids against the blues, and it said the Zoids must unite against the red Zoids, and it was great because then it was blue Zoid against red Zoid, and it was just fantastic. Obviously, probably taking a cue from Transformers. I can't remember exactly the timeline of all this. I think like maybe these original Zoids were there for about a year or two, and then obviously Transformers come along, and then maybe they thought, you know what? Because in Japan, they're all basically the same colours as the ones you had in Japan, where it was just Empire Zoid against Republic, and they were piloted by humans. Maybe in the UK, they just thought, you know what we'll do is we'll colour the little pilots chrome, say they're androids, and they'll all be robots, and because obviously the popularity of the Transformers and what have you. So I believe that is probably what happened. Maybe not exact, but it's got to be something along those lines, isn't it? But saying that, some of these Zoids are absolutely fantastic. Now, SPIDERZOID, I always particularly enjoyed. Now, you've got to put this bit on a certain way. You've got to look for a groove in there. Is that going to match up? I believe it probably is. And there we go. And then this bit goes on there. I just lost the cap, so I've got to make sure I remember where that bloody has gone. That's it, right, so they're all on, right, yeah, so let me just look for that cap before I go on. There we go, put that there. Yeah, I can't remember what the bloody hell was I talking about. So anyway, but some of these are really, really good Zoids, even some of the early ones, like Tyrannozoid, Protozoid, Cosmozoid. They do look heavily basic compared to what came later, but do you know what? Oh, they are great. And this one in particular, I think that's what I was going to say, I can't remember now. Actually reminded me, these bloody caps. The only problem with these rubber caps sometimes is that over time they lose their, not rigidity, a bit like elastic really. They just go, and then you're not really that tight on the joints anymore. Well, I'm losing them all here. I should have just stacked them up really before I started this. Yeah, so, you know, so bits can fall off, unfortunately. It depends on how they're stored and everything like that. I mean, I've had rubber caps where they've gone completely, I don't know, they've ended up being as solid as proper plastic. So I don't know what I've done there, but that's just how they go sometimes. It's probably something to do with light as well, because believe it or not, I've actually built a couple more of these SPIDERZOIDs off to the side. I'll show them all at the end. but one of them is heavily sun damaged. But I think that's made the plastic go really, really brittle because I was struggling with it a bit and it snapped the whole midsection here. So you've got to glue that and then just be extra careful with it. But luckily that one is a bit of a junker, that one. So yeah, so maybe it's got something to do with light damage that makes the plastic go brittle on some things. And maybe it's the same with these rubber caps. Maybe if you overexpose them to light, they just, you know, a bit like bread really, when you leave it out, you know, it goes stale, doesn't it? So maybe it's something like that. Anyway, right, so there we go, we've got all the legs on. We're going to put the little pilot thing on here, and there we have, we're going to put a little Android pilot just in there. We'll close this cockpit, and there we have SPIDERZOID, and it is a classic little Zoid. We're just going to zoom in on the little fella here. It is a classic little Zoid. It's got guns at the back, gun on the top. These front little guns here are just absolutely brilliant. And he should, or hopefully if he still works, we're going to get him to walk along as best as he can. Yeah, this guy does remind me of a film. I cannot remember the film. I may have said it before. But here we go. He's very old. He ain't going to walk along, is he? But anyway, there you go. That's how he works. But yeah, he's a great little Zoid. And if we get a few more, this one is a slightly better one. I should have used this one to build him really. Let's see if this geezer wants to walk along. Wind up the motor. And let's see. Oh, there we go. He's better, isn't he? Let's zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Oh, come on. They do have a tendency to stop. But he does walk along, and it's pretty cool. Again, I don't know if anybody ever used it for this gimmick of doing that. Me, when I was a kid, I'd rather have taken the motor out and just had it as a stationary toy, just so I could shoot, you know, other Zoids and whatever. But it's cool when you got a lot of these. These are becoming a bit rare these days. Actually, I did look on. This one is a bit of a junker one. This is the one I told you snapped. As you can see, it's heavily sun damaged, and I'm missing a few legs, so I've had to use a few SPIDERZOID legs, which is kind of cool. You can sort of use it. I actually did that in the comic, which is quite funny. But when you've got quite a few, they do look really good together. And I just want to show you one other thing while I'm thinking about it. If I move all my stuff, it all falls down. That ain't sound good, did it? I bought this the other day. Yeah, I'm not totally sure about this one actually now. This is a Zoids Wild. Put you over there. This is a Zoids Wild. Can't think of his name now. Spider, that's it. And it's not bad. This is one of the latest Zoids that you can buy. It's not bad. He sort of transforms a bit, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You lift this bit up and this bit folds in the middle there or something, or this does, and the legs can grab it. It's a bit crap really. But there's no room for an Android pilot or nothing like that. So there isn't anything like that. You got a weird little bloke who can sit on here. But that's just stupid. But as it is, it does look kind of cool. I was thinking of maybe painting it up. But I don't know, he's a bit weird purple colour, isn't he? But I kind of prefer this old guy, to be honest. Maybe if it was a bit bigger. There are some of these Zoids Wild figures that are actually really, really good. But they're a bit expensive. So yes, anyway, right, so this has been Graham, the Collect 75. I hope you enjoyed this review. SPIDERZOID is a great little Zoid, and there's lots of noise coming from fucking outside, which is fucking annoying me. You know, it's a fucking Saturday afternoon, and fuck off. Anyway, so yes, so this is the Collect 75. Don't forget, you can subscribe, share the video and all that jazz, like it, and all that other stuff. Anyway, I shall see you next time. Bye for now.